Working on our garden 7 and 8. This is our hoop house. And we were going to do rows in here, but we decided not to. Basically what you see going on is two types of filter fabric. And this one, the one you're looking at there, is a semi-permeable. The other one isn't permeable, but we just happen to have it. We have a lot of these small, but maybe the larger ones are much easier. What we do here is first we level it, and then we rototill it, and we take out all the rocks, and I go slower. Sometimes it pixelates, and then we mark it, and you can see my rows I started getting lazy on this last section. They're supposed to be straight. That's close enough for me, and I mark them. These are going to be tomatoes here, so we're doing 2-footers, and there's my little torch, and I use the torch to burn the holes. And then I got this drill. I'll show you that in a minute. It's a pretty heavy duty drill. I burned out a lot of drills and broke a lot of drill bits, so now I'm using good stuff, so it's working pretty good. And then what I'll do is I'll drill out. Let me move over here for you. I'll show you how big this auger is. It's kind of big, and that's a 4-inch bit. Hang on, Jono. I'm live. And so then what I do is I drill these holes out, and then I'll collect the soil. If you notice, this soil isn't really that good, and it's clay, a couple different types of clay. And I go down almost 2 feet and make it probably 5-6 inches wide. What I'll do then is sweep this up, and then I'll get a vacuum cleaner, shop vac, and suck the loose stuff out of the holes. Then I'll fill the holes back up with leaf humus. Right now I'm using leaf humus. I was mixing some manure with it and I ran out. So you just got to do what you got to do. And then I'll plant it. Then what I'll do is I'll put a whole big shovelful on top, and I'll puddle it. So I'll show you that in a minute. And I devised this stick that I shove into the ground, and I pump water into it. I puddle it so I get it kind of wet, and then I drop my plant in, and then use the new humus, pack it in, hand pack, and then I water it. And I'm going to finish this site tomorrow. This is the one I did yesterday, right here, and you can see they're starting to. Some of them are going to die, but some won't, and we'll just replace them. Then I did these a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. This is our pot garden. Not pot, I mean, not pot, I mean, pots, like P-O-T-S. We don't do pot, but you can, this is crazy. And we heat the heater. See that wire coming through? Because it does get down to 36. And so when we cover this with Agra, those little white cloths, and then we heat these barrels. There's 4 of them, or actually 6. And then we also use a torpedo. And you can see that little teeny one. Look at that. I don't know if that's good. There's 1 tomato. So this is all felt. And then I'm working on that. That's not done. There's going to be 10 of these. These are going to be gravity. And we're hooking up. We're going to pump water out of a pond approximately, 500 feet away. So that's going to be another project. And sorry about that. My phone makes noise when people call. So these are 2 more tanks that we heat up. And then we also water. We have a couple different pumps we use. We also had propane heaters that we used when it was snowing. We have 2 of those. We used a 60,000 BTU torpedo along with water heating. So this is our land area where we're going to drop our plants off and work on them. This area's got to be cleaned up. This will be probably next week. So looks like half to 2/3 of the greenhouse is getting pretty close to being done. We want to get this done because I projected maybe one more frost, possibly on the 12th of May, and we got 4 more days of 44-degree weather. So we're going to plant outside. I do have other larger gardens which we'll be working on as soon as this one's done, but this one's priority. This is going to be our June harvest. We have numerous markets that we're doing this year, and actually the first one's this week. We're going to probably sell plants. We have we don't have power here, so we have to use a generator. And then there's our little army tent. We're going to be planting outside on this hoop here next week. And John was watering we have 5 or 6. How many types of onions we have, Jono? 4 types of onions. And we're watering because we keep getting screwed on this rain. It says it's going to rain. It doesn't rain. It's supposed to rain today. It didn't. These are our garlics. And some of the leaves are getting yellow, but we'll fix that. And then Jono planted a ton of carrots today. And what else you plant? Carrots? Radishes? Beets? Arugula? Spinach? And red salad mix. And I'll show you where he did that. He did that in these 3 rows. Now you have to understand, we were given the use of this property, and if you look at our soil and that soil, it's rubble. It was a lot of work. It was just rubble. I'm going to say it was fill because there's rocks in it. Our rototiller had a hard time, so we rototill, we clean, and then when we bring this dirt, we bring this in with our vans. Probably this was 10 van trips, just these 3 rows. It's a lot of work. And this is a leaf hummus we're using. And then we're going to have our barrel system, which I got to work on. I projected not having to water from all the potential rain. We're supposed to have 5 or 6 possible rain days. On my Facebook page, I do a 20-day forecast. I'm usually pretty good with it. And it didn't rain today. Today was one of those days it was supposed to rain. So there's our little army tent. We got a couple of these. We have one more of these up at our other gardens up in Huron. Well, we'll have a roadside stand. We're going to be selling baskets. Those are going to be herb baskets. And so we're going to put herbs in those. And then we have all these black tubs. We've got a couple hundred of them. They're going to be at another garden. It's going to be above ground garden. Apparently a city won't let me put up a greenhouse, but I can put a garden up. They didn't say what kind, so now they're going to have 200 black barrels in the middle of a city. That's okay. They all look monolithic. And then there's this rabbit. Jono, here's our culprit, the rabbit. Huh? See, did you guys see that rabbit? Look what we got for him. Check this out. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, we got 2 cages for you. Luckily, Jono and I both like rabbit's feet, so we'll probably... Are we going to eat the rabbit? We're going to eat the rabbit. Huh? See, we have our little week cookout here. Are we going to barbecue him or fry him?
Roast him.
We're going to roast him. Okay, so I'll take you back in, and that's the tour. We have a couple lots that we're going to be working on as well. I don't think we're going to get to it, but we were supposed to plant that one. We got one in the back. I don't know, there's only so many days and so many hours. So hey, that was my update. And we're going to be at the Willoughby Farmers Market Saturday, downtown Willoughby. We'll be the first one this week, May the 1st. And then we're going to be doing, we have 9, 10 of these booked in the Cleveland area. So we're trying to get, into all of them, and then we're going to be doing 2 or 3 a day. We're going to split up. I'm going to be doing one, John's going to be doing one, and then we may have a helper. So hey, thanks for coming on. This is the update. Hopefully it wasn't too pixelated.